I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed. That was one of my favorite songs during the era. Anyways, Jake Sotero's here talking about the future of this real estate market. What do you know? I don't know, probably more than I do, because when people ask me what's going on in the market, honestly, man, I really don't know. But I can tell you from my YouTube research, a lot of these guys are, I feel like it's like 75-25% division. About 75% of these guys, and just because they're YouTubers doesn't mean they're not smart. A lot of these guys have tons of experience in real estate and have done a lot of research. And about 75% of them, they seem to think we're not in some kind of weird bubble. There's not a major crash coming. And then the other 25%, there's always guys going around screaming the sky is falling, and once in a while they're right. And I am kind of leaning towards maybe we're not in a bubble, and at least for the next couple years. And here's why I think that is. I just heard that the Consumer Protection Agency is now proposing that we ban all foreclosures till the end of 2021. So, and this is not just for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac protected loans. This is for all loans. Now, I have heard that they're proposing that it's only going to be applicable to owner occupants and not investors. So we'll see what that means. So, and all a mortgager is going to have to do is claim that they have been affected by COVID in some way. So that's it. That's all they got to do. So, yep, I've been affected by the COVID. I don't feel like paying my mortgage. Where do I sign? So it hasn't been approved yet. I think they're waiting to hear back from some lenders, some big lending companies, to kind of get a consensus on how we should handle this. So if that happens and they're protecting the mortgage holders, then that's gonna prevent a flood of foreclosures from hitting the market. So, just like always, we really don't know for sure what's gonna happen, but they do have the power to prevent a flood of foreclosures. So if they did nothing, if they just let the foreclosures happen, certainly there would be a rise in inventory, which I'm not sure would be a bad thing. It would probably be a good thing, because right now we've got a lack of inventory, super low interest rates. As far as Vegas goes, people moving into Vegas from all over the country. So this is driving up the prices. Is it artificial? I don't know if it's artificial or not, but I think it's gonna be the next few years. And in addition to the other proposals in the Consumer Protection Agency, they're also proposing that, so right now, if they're during the forbearance, at the end of that forbearance plan, that consumer is expected in many cases to make up all those back payments in one lump sum. So if your payment's $1,000 a month and you're not in a position to make that mortgage payments, what are the odds that you're gonna have the money to plunk down $1,000 or $12,000 at the end of that forbearance? Probably pretty slim. So it's part of this new proposal that's no longer going to be necessary. I don't know what that looks like. But so as you can see, there's a lot of protections for mortgage holders that seemingly are going to prevent a flood of foreclosures. So only time will tell, and you just got to weed out that false information. There's always going to be people screaming that there's going to be interest rates are going to start skyrocketing again, driving housing prices down. How do you know that? Do you have any research to back that up, or did someone just tell you that? You don't know. Everybody's out of work. How's the economy going to recover if everybody's out of work? Well, not everybody is out of work. The tech space is doing fine. Manufacturing, production, and new businesses popping up because of COVID or because of the ever-changing face of the way that we're doing things. Tech jobs are doing great. So, you got to weed that out. Things like, if you touch yourself, you'll go blind. Okay, that one may be true. But the bottom line is, if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy a house because you think the prices are going to drop, maybe think again. Because yeah, you're maybe paying an elevated price for a house right now, but you're also paying a super low interest rate. So the other alternative is pricing starts to drop and now interest rates go up, your payment's going to be the same or close to it. Don't hold me to that. But that's the idea. So if you can buy a house right now, it's maybe something to consider, and keep that in mind. Let's say, worst case scenario, you put 20% down on a house. Let's say you buy a $400,000 house. It drops 20% in value in 3 years from now. Okay, that's $80,000. So what? Right? That's not money in your pocket. You still need a place to live. You still got a probably very affordable interest rate. And barring the destruction of the entire planet, it'll probably come back. Historically, real estate always comes back up. So what? You need a place to live. What's the alternative? Go pay rent somewhere when you can afford and to qualify for a house? I'm sorry, but I don't think that makes any sense. So there's my 2 cents, and that's my wrap. Have a good day.